Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, basically, this video has been so long in the making. I had planned to do a video like this for months, but basically I thought what I was going to do is to make a video on like my thoughts on like first year uni in general, and just like any advice I have, like how I find certain things. Glasgow, because I go to Glasgow uni, and yeah, just like a overall, because I was planning on doing like every semester, like each semester, to do like a roundup, but I was like, nah, I'll just wait until the whole year is done and then do like a big video then. Also, I've moved areas. I usually film any, like if I do a sit down video, I'm usually in front of my like desk and my chest of drawers, but I've decided to sit on the bed today, so yeah, hope you like the new setup. But I've written down like just some like points if I want to like talk about anything in particular. So yeah, I don't really know where to start. I'll probably start at the beginning, to be honest. So if anyone doesn't know, I'm at Glasgow uni and I'm studying history, just finished first year, and I'm from Edinburgh, so yeah, some basic like points if people like don't know anything about me. But yeah, so freshers. I thought I'd like start here because that's just like where it all began, type of thing. So freshers, I think it's built up, obviously like, I think anyone before going to uni, freshers is just built up to be this like amazing thing, and like so many people claim it's like the best week of their lives and stuff. And for me, I was really apprehensive like for freshers. I was so apprehensive for uni in general. Like it was very kind of like, I want to say a last minute decision, because it kind of was a last minute decision to go to uni, just in terms of I'd no idea what subject I would do at uni, and I was very against it for like a good while. Like I really was really against uni for a long time, and then so going to uni, like actually going, was quite like a big thing. Like I didn't know I wanted to leave home, like I didn't know, I was like all of a sudden a period where I wanted to stay at home, so like just the whole moving thing kind of did scare me. So freshers, I was like, if I'm being honest, shitting it. Like I was shitting it for freshers. But I was there, so I moved on the Saturday. No, I moved on the Sunday, and freshers started that Sunday night. Actually no, it started the Saturday, but I moved on Sunday, and it lasts for the whole entire week. Every night for the whole entire week. And at that point in time, I'd never been the biggest clubber, I'd never been the biggest drinker either. Like I'd go out with like friends and stuff, and I'd go out for people's birthdays and things like during 6th year, but I was never a huge drinker at all. Boy, did that change. I was a bit nervous, just like I didn't know where I was going to last it, to be honest. Like I went in and I was like, I reckon I'll manage like 4 nights. I was like, there's no way I'm going to manage the whole week. But I did. I managed every night bar one. After 3 nights, I was like, I need to stay in. I was dead, like so dead, so I didn't manage one night out. But freshers, I actually enjoyed freshers like way more than I thought I was going to. It's a really weird week. Like your emotions are very like high and low, because you, in a way, you just don't really know what to do with yourself, because during the days you don't have any classes, you don't have like a routine yet. You're going to like inductions, taster things for societies are on. You're just kind of like getting to know like where you are. Ooh, yeah, you're getting to know like where you are, to be honest. I say, I don't even know. For me, I was lucky because I had some friends from school that were going to the same uni as me, so during freshers week I was able to like meet them, pre with them, and then go out where to meet other people, so it was like a lot easier. And I think if I didn't have that, I would have struggled. Like I would have struggled, because I do find it really hard to like put myself out there with like meeting new friends. Like I do find that quite difficult sometimes. I wouldn't say now, but at that point I was kind of like nervous around new people. And anyways, so yeah, we had some really fun nights out. We had a glitter party. What else do we have? Oh, headphone disco, that was really good. Like there were really good nights out. Like it was fun, like it was really fun. It is tiring because like you're out for so many, like you're literally getting no sleep. But it was good, and I would just recommend to like go for it. Like even if you're not the biggest clubber, like just like try and like like go for these type of things, because you will meet people. Whether you stay friends with these people from the first week or if you never see them again, at least you're like trying to make an effort. Because like there's some girls that like I'm not friends with again, like I'm not friends with since meeting them at Freshers, but then there's some people I've met at Freshers that I'm really, really good friends with now. So it really just depends. But yeah, I would like, even if you don't have friends from school that are at uni, just even if you're not close to those flatmates at that point, just go out with them, because they're your closest like contact at that point in time. So try and make friends with your flatmates, go out with them. You'll find prees like on different like levels of your accommodation. There'll be prees like everywhere. There'll be a group chat where that should be saying where the prees at tonight. Like it is a lot easier when you're there. Like, and just like don't overthink things. Like I think that's what I would say, is just do not overthink Freshers. Like just enjoy it as it is, and just like try and put yourself out there and make friends, but don't stress about making friends at that point. Like don't, like I knew a lot of people that were like, oh my god, I'm like halfway through Freshers week and I've not like met like my person type of thing. I've not met like a friend that I know I'm going to definitely be best friends with. Like do not stress about that. Like I was very chill in that type of sense. Like I was like, I don't think I'm going to meet my friends during Freshers week. Do you know what I mean? Like it's 1 week out of 2 semesters. Like I think do not overthink that at all. Like it takes time to like make friends with people. It takes time to like get to know someone. So I would just say enjoy Freshers and do not overthink it, because it's only a week. Okay, next, that's a long introduction. Initial thoughts from living away from home. So I spent the first 3 weeks purely in Glasgow, and then I went home the 3rd weekend, and that worked for me because I managed to get like a good amount of time away to get settled. I had a few nights where I was upset, of course you do. I had a few nights where I was like, oh, I kind of really want to go home, but overall actually the first month wasn't too bad. Like I got settled fairly quickly. I started doing clubs, which also helped. And yeah, obviously for me, because Edinburgh is so close to Glasgow, I can get like a 45-minute train back home. So I know for me it's a lot easier than people that are like, say from London, that are living in Glasgow. Like that's obviously a lot different, because you probably won't get to go home in the whole semester. But I would just say it's a lot easier to get like used to the situation than I thought it was going to be. Like I thought it was going to take me ages to get used to it, but I like kind of settled in way quicker than I thought. Did I get homesick? At times, yeah. I wouldn't say homesick, I just like, I liked being able to come home just to get a change of scenery, and also I literally came home for baths. Like this is no joke, I came home for the bath. Like obviously it was lovely seeing my family and I missed them. I missed having a bath so much. Like if you know me well, I'm really bad. Like I'm really not saving the planet at all. I have baths a lot, like a lot. Like it's becoming an obsession. So that's why I came home, to be fair, more because I'd want a bath. But first semester I actually didn't come home as much as I did second semester, weirdly. I'd kind of like say, oh, like every 2 weeks maybe, or every 3 weeks I'll come home. And also in first semester I'd actually come home for like anything that was on. Like there'd be people's birthdays that you'd be coming home for, like any like events that you had. That's probably why I'd be coming home. It wasn't so much because I was like homesick. Like Glasgow itself is like, it's different from Edinburgh. Like it's way bigger than Edinburgh, but in the same way it's very similar. I kind of was like a home away from home type of thing. So I wouldn't say homesickness was like too awful, to be honest. And even if it is, like I'd like just like FaceTime a family member, like FaceTime Stephanie, my mum, quite a lot, and that really helped. Oh, another thing actually I would say is avoid FaceTiming. This is what I did anyway. Avoid FaceTiming during Freshers week. I said to my mum, like, I'm not going to call you for the whole first week, because that week I was really like up and down in terms of like my emotions, and I was like, I think for me to get through and for me to just get settled, I don't want to call you just yet. I want to just have like the week to myself to like get used to it without being constantly reminded of home. and that really worked for me. Like I would recommend that. Like I know other people didn't and they were fine to like call their mum or whatever, but I did that and it did actually work for me, so it might work for you as well. Making friends in general at uni. So I would say to this is literally what I was saying earlier, like do not overthink it. Do not stress that I need to make my best friends at uni in the first month, in the first 2 weeks. Like it's not going to happen like that. Like you're used to at school being with the same people every single year, you know them back to front, you don't have to make any effort with them. So going from that to then literally like hardly knowing a lot of people is like very scary. Like it is scary, but it does get easier, and you will meet the people that you like, you'll meet your friends, you'll meet people that are like you. It may take longer. Like there's people in second semester that I'm now really good friends with, people in first semester I'm still friends with. Like you'll constantly be meeting new people, which is kind of like a nice thing about uni. But yeah, for making friends I just really suggest joining clubs. Joining any like society was like the societies for me was like a blessing. Like I genuinely don't think I would have got through uni without the clubs. Like I'd have been bored, like I'd have been so bored. Like I was out in terms of like days, I was out Wednesday, Thursday. Was I out I think I was out on a Monday or Tuesday. What was I doing then? Oh, well, so first semester I did like an acting play, so I had the rehearsals throughout the whole of... Eliza, do you mind if I call you back in a minute? I'm just like filming a video.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Thank you, Ricky. Bye. So first semester I had the play, so that took up a lot of my time because that was like a lot of like rehearsals. So I was like doing that on like nights. I had dance all on a Sunday night, so I was dancing Sunday night, and I had acapella on a Wednesday night and sometimes on a Thursday night. So I had like things to go to every week, which like really helped me because like I made myself have a schedule, because with uni, the other thing about uni is you don't have the same routine and schedule that you do at school. Like it's very broad and you kind of have to make yourself work and do the work. Like no one like tells you to do the things that you just have to do it yourself. So like doing the clubs gave me like a routine, and I way prefer that. And even in school, like I was always like busy with clubs and things, so I wanted to keep that on because I just like to be busy. I get really bored and I kind of, I think I'd be like going insane if I didn't have anything to do. So yeah, I really would recommend doing clubs. Best thing, like you will meet such different people. Like the variety of people that you meet in these clubs is like so fun. Like some of my really good friends are from dance now. Like have great from like some hilarious friends from the play and the acapella. Like you become like certain different families from all these different clubs. Like cannot recommend clubs enough. Oh, how did I budget for uni? Well, my mum would probably say I didn't budget. But for me, I'll like say how much I had just so like it might help people. What was I on again? Oh, how much do I have a week? £50? I think I budgeted £50 a week. Is that right? Yeah, it is right, I think. So I had £50 a week for all my food, some of that went towards some clubs because you have to pay sometimes just for like entrance fees, but that was only for first semester. That was for like coffees because I got a lot of coffee. And just going out and stuff, so like taxis and stuff, I needed to buy a taxi. That was all my money because my SAS that I got went on my accommodation, so I didn't have that money for myself. So yeah, I was on £50 a week, and more often than not I worked. Like some weeks I'd be way over and some weeks I wouldn't spend the whole 50. Like it just depended. Like you spend your money on food. Like you spend so much money on food. Well, I did anyway. That's like the main thing that you spend your money on. I would try on a night out to budget, and I would try to not get taxis as often as I did in freshers. Freshers I got a lot of Ubers. So they were quickly like stopping. But no, I think it's actually fairly easy to budget. But just like give yourself some leeway sometimes. Like I would always try and have a bit of like a, what do they say, like a comfort blanket? No, like a comfort, to have like an extra like 10-20 pound like behind the 50 in case you went over. That's kind of what I did, just to make sure that I wasn't bankrupt. But yeah, no, I found it okay actually. Just like watch where you shop, don't shop in Waitrose or M&S, although every now and again I would get a pizza from M&S, and try and find like a Lidl or an Aldi, because that's what I'm planning on doing next year, because the whole first year I basically shopped in Tesco's because it was like the closest one to me, and it worked and it was fine. It wasn't too expensive, but I think I could save a lot of money if I went to like Aldi or Lidl, so I'd recommend trying to find the cheapest supermarket to shop in. God, talking for like 15 minutes straight really kills your throat. How does it compare? Wait, what was the question? How does school compare to uni? Very different, yet kind of similar. Like some people would say they're complete opposites, but in ways it is kind of similar. I'm not too sure. I'm not really sure to be honest. Uni is just very, you're on your own type of thing. Like you don't get told like when your work's, well, you get told when your work's due, but you're not like badgered like to do it. Like if you don't do the work, no one really checks up on you unless in a seminar. But like lecture reading, no one will check. Like you either do or you don't. Revision, you're kind of made at school to like sometimes revise in class. You're like kind of told what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, whereas at uni it's kind of just basically you're left to your own devices type of thing, which sometimes is nice but also sometimes is a bit bad, because you can kind of fall behind very quickly, especially because like at lectures nobody takes registers, so you can miss so many lectures and nobody will know. So that's like something that you have to like get used to, but you get used to it really quickly, to be honest. What else? I would say, and from the difference between school and uni, the independence is really nice. Like it's really nice to just be really independent, and like I enjoyed making like my own food, like making dinner and stuff. Like I was obviously self-catered, but I know some unis can do catered accommodation, but I was self-catered. I enjoyed being able to make what I wanted, be able to buy what I wanted. Like it's actually quite nice, and I do miss that when I'm at home. So yeah, I like the independence. It makes you mature going from school to uni. It really makes you mature in like different ways. I would say I do miss some things from school. Like I miss seeing like your friends that you've known for years every single day. Like I really miss that. And just like some events and stuff that the school would do, but uni is equally good, and it's good in like different ways. But you just get used to it. Like you, before going to uni, you have like, you don't have an expectation of what's going to be like. You can't prepare for it. You just can't prepare for it, to be honest. And that's what scared me, because I hate that. I hate the knowing that you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to be like. I can't stand that. Like that's something I really struggle with. So that's probably why I was so apprehensive to go, but literally give it 2 weeks and you feel fine. Oh, my like subjects. So obviously I study history, but at Glasgow, because it's Scottish uni, you do 2 other modules in like first year and second year. It's different if you do subjects like vet or medicine or law. Like they choose what you study and you don't have like other options. With an arts degree you have 2 other subjects that you do in a year. Yeah, so I did history and I did film and television, and I did French as my 2 other modules for first year. It was quite nice like having like not just history, because although like I chose history as my degree, I kind of like having other things to do because I don't know if anyone's watched my past videos, I kind of want to do drama as an actual career, so history is not my like first love. So it's kind of nice having like other things to do as well. And I got like a lot of creativeness in the film and TV, which was really nice. And then the French, obviously I kept that up from school because I did French to advanced higher, so I kept that up for first year uni. I would say languages are hard at uni, like difficult. Like depending on what your talent is for the subject, like if you're a brainiac at French, you probably will find it fine, but I find it hard. Like first of all, you don't get a dictionary, so just like let that in, like take that in for a second. You don't have a dictionary, any of it. Yeah, it was difficult, but I passed it, thank the gods. Honest to God, I was so stressed about French, but I managed it. I put a lot of work into that one just to pass it, because I don't think I'm going to take it to second year. I can't take it to second year because I'd literally like cry. Like French for me is so much stress, but no, it was fine, and you do get through it. Like even like at the beginning of the year, and they'll like tell you what the exam's going to be at the end of the year. At that point you're like, no way I'll be able to do that, no way I'll be able to do that. But you do, like as with everything else, yeah, you do get through it and you will like be able to do it. So yeah, if anyone cares, the French exam was, you had a speaking, written exam which concluded of 2 translations and a language bit, and then you had 2 essays for French culture. Oh, and then you had some grammar tests to do, which was where I struggled. But yeah, so that was French. And then film and TV, first semester I had an essay. Second semester, did I have 1 essay or 2 essays? I think I had 2 essays in first semester. And second semester I had an essay and an exam, written exam, where I did 2 essays. And history was an exam in first semester plus an essay, and second semester was an essay plus an exam, which was another essay writing. Essays. Like if you do an art subject, just be prepared that it's going to be a lot of essays. But I will say the workload, whilst the exams were really difficult, the actual throughout the year I didn't find it too strenuous. Like I found you were able to get it done in time, like you did have the right amount of time to do it. I didn't actually find the workload too awful in first year. So yeah, that's my like take on like the work. But yeah, that was what I did in first year. And second year I'm planning on continuing history and film, and I don't know what my third is going to be. No idea, so I need to sort that one out. Oh, I will say, how often did I have the classes every week? Let me get my phone so I can tell you. My typical week was, on Monday I had a lecture, no, Monday I had 2 lectures. Tuesday I had a lecture, a seminar, a written class and a screening for film. Wednesday I had a speaking class, a lecture and a lecture. Thursday I had a lecture, a seminar and a lecture. Friday I had a seminar, but every 2 Fridays I would have the Friday off, which I loved. Like I loved having that, and hopefully I might have that next year if I try hard enough to get my timetable like that. But that was my typical week. And I also will say, so for Glasgow, I think a lot of unis do this, I had a reading week. This is only for art subjects, I think. I had reading week in, was it October or November? It's either late October or early November. You get a reading week where you have no lectures. However, because I took French, I still had the French classes, so it kind of defeated the purpose, but well. And I have one of them semester 1 and semester 2. Just to get it that week's just purely for like catch up and like to get your reading done for essays, which are then due the week after and the week after that. You really do need that week, to be honest, just to do all the background reading for the essays. Because another thing I will say about uni is there's a lot of reading, way more than you do at school. Like you don't get given any of the information, like you don't get given like the structure of how you should write the essay. It's really down to you. Like you have to like find the books in the library, you have to like write down all the sources and stuff you're going to use and stuff. It is very you're on your own type of thing. But once you do like your first essay, you then kind of get the gist and it becomes a bit easier. How were the exams? So actually for me, semester 1 exams were a bit of a breeze, to be honest, because I only had one, and there are other subjects. I just had an essay. Did I have 2 essays? I think I had 2 essays to write. So semester 1 I really did get off lucky, so I only had one exam to revise for, which was history, and that exam actually went really well. So yeah, semester 1 was quite good. Semester 2 the exams were tough, like they were tough, and what I would suggest is start revising earlier than you think you're going to want to, because there's so much to learn. Like there's a lot to learn, and you're most likely going to have them very close together. So yeah, for like the one thing I'm going to take into next year is to like go over your lecture notes after every week, so they're like in order, and like there's like enough in them and stuff, and just to start revising earlier, because I kind of left it way later than I should have, and I was major panicking. Like I'm not a crammer at all, so like this was the first year where I've like properly had to cram, like where it was got to the situation where I was like revising things for the first time the night before. Like that is not me, so like it was a bit of a stress this year for the revision, but just because I really underestimated how much I was needing to learn, especially for history. History was a lot to learn, like a lot to learn. Oh, accommodation. So I was in a 5-person flat. I had 3 girls, 2 boys, including me and the girls. I had a guy from France, I had a guy from Inverness, I had a girl from Poland, and I had a girl from the west of Scotland. So a very big variety of people, and it was like fine. Like my actually accommodation you didn't have an ensuite, so we had to like share a bathroom, which some people who had the ensuite who had en suites in their accommodation were like, I don't know how you do that, but it was actually fine. Like it was honestly fine. Like I did not find it difficult at all. It wasn't bad. Like we kept it clean. Like you don't struggle to like fight over the shower. Like there was not an issue at all. So yeah, if anyone has that, don't worry about it. Like it's so much easier than you think it'll be. What was the kitchen situation? We were lucky, we had 4 fridges, which is a lot between 5 people, so we were lucky with our fridges. But what we will say about your flat is that do not stress if you don't instantly click with your flatmates. You will have friends where they'll be in a flat where all of them get on so well, they'll spend nights together, they'll go out on nights out together, they'll just be like quite like a group, and they'll all get on really well. Like you will have that in some cases, and if you do have that, then that's quite lucky. But if you don't have that, do not stress, because you will find your friends in other places. You can go to your friends' houses, not houses, flats at night, and to be honest, I think it's actually nice in a way if you're not too close to one another, because you kind of do get a bit of space to yourself and time for yourself when you're in your like room and your flat, which is kind of nice. Like for me, I got on with one girl really well, and we're like still friends, and I think we'll stay friends, and we got on really well. But the other 3 flatmates, neither of us were really close to. We were just very different, like really different. It's not a bad thing, like we'd be nice to each other, but like we'd be perfectly friendly with each other, but we just weren't like each other's type of person, which is fine. And if you just respect one another, like it's only like a year, not even a year, like it's like 8 months or whatever, just be like nice to each other. So I wouldn't worry about it if you're not like really close to your flatmates, because you'll find your friends in other places. Oh, I will quickly say what lectures and seminars are like. So a lecture is basically you're just in the room, like a big room with lots of other people, just sitting down with your laptop, and this guy just talks at you, guy, girl, whatever, talks at you, and slides will be showing and stuff, and you literally just have to write down notes. They're very boring. Like, if you have like a fun lecturer, like that makes it so much easier, but most aren't the most riveting. So yeah, lectures can be a bit painful, but they are there for a purpose, because you do get a lot of your notes from them from there. Seminars are the ones that are compulsory. You will get like your name like ticked off the list or whatever if you're there, so like you do have to go to those, and they're just like more like typical classes from school. Like you'll have a smaller group of you where each week you'll get like something prior to like look over, and like there'll be questions and you have to like answer the questions, and then you'll go over it in the class, and that's very much like you kind of have to speak in that class, although sometimes you have nothing to say and it is a bit stressful sometimes. Like I was in some seminars and I literally would be like, please do not ask me anything, because I did not know the answer. But you will get marks for your, is it cooperation, for your, I don't know, that's not the word, for your I don't know, for your like giving the answers and stuff. What's that word? Oh, I don't know. So yeah, do go to seminars, because you will get marked down for them. I want to like say like something about just like your like mental like attitude and like health during like uni. For me, it was uni and first year was very like just up and down. Like some weeks you'd have like a great week and you wouldn't even think about home, or you wouldn't think about like the stresses of uni, and then one week you'd have so many, like a lot of essays due, and you'd be in the library like constantly, and it would be like very like stressful, and you can very easily get yourself down about it. But like what I would say is like, if you like at all feel like lonely or sad or just like a bit just really down, know that most likely everyone else is kind of feeling it at some point as well. Like that's what like I took comfort in, because I was speaking to like, if I spoke to friends and stuff, everyone was kind of feeling it at like some point in the year. Like it's very easy in halls to get a bit lonely even when you have people around you, just because it's just such a different environment to what you're used to. So I would just like say, do not worry if that happens, because most people feel like that sometimes, and it does get easier, and there will be like days where you get like that and it's just a bad day, and just do something that makes you happy and go see like a friend that will like cheer you up and stuff. Or if you have got the ability to go home for the night, and it might make you feel better. So yeah, that's another thing I will say. I don't think I've got anything else to say. Just that the whole year in general was way better than I thought it was going to be, because I went to uni really nervous and didn't know what it was going to be like. I didn't know where I was going to continue at the beginning, but overall I really enjoyed first year. Obviously there was up and downs, but no, I think it was a really good year. So yeah, if anyone's like about to start uni, go with an open mind and don't overthink freshers, don't overthink the first month. Go with like a positive attitude and stuff, and then you'll meet your friends and you'll have a really fun year. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like, and please subscribe to my channel for more videos. So yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.